Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be filming our house tour.
Very exciting, long awaited,
Yes.
I feel like.
We have been in this house for the past
nearly 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you enjoy decorating your house, it never really feels fully complete because you always want to be starting new projects. You want to change certain things and it's just never ending. But since we've been here for a little while, we feel like our house is in a really good place. We're really happy with it and we're excited to finally give you a proper tour.
Yeah, super excited. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen a lot of it over on Instagram. And if you keep up on our vlogs, we share a lot of home decor there. But today will be the full tour.
Yes, so I'm not sure if we're gonna link everything in the description box because it will be like hundreds of items and a lot of stuff in our house is vintage, but I'll just kind of call out where a lot of things are from and go over our design process and our personal style as well. Our take on home decor is eclectic, layered, cozy, very European influenced, and that kind of rounds out the style. So if you're interested in that, that is what the vibe is gonna be like.
And luckily, when we moved into this house, most things were already done as far as like remodel. So all we really got to do was to decorate. But we will call out a couple of things that we did do. So we have our empty house tour when we moved into the house on our channel as well from a few years back. So you could go back and watch that and kind of compare to see the differences.
See the progress. It will be fun. So come on in, let's get to it. Okay guys, so stepping in, first thing is our Dutch door, which is just a cute little half open swingable door that we found very charming and cute, and then come on in. So this is what it looks like from this view. It's got a cute little window. We put shades all over the house from blinds.com. Was it? I think the color is Tahoe, if I remember correctly, but we liked the texture. And then we don't have much of an entryway, which is kind of something that we would love to decorate. Goodbye. My earring fell out. Why? Okay, so we don't have much of an entryway, which is something that we would have loved to decorate, but we made the most out of it and just put a thin little coat rack. This is from Anthropologie, I believe, and then we just hang our coats on there. And then we have a little half bath powder room right here, which is really great for entertaining and guests. It's really tight, so I'll let Clayton go in there alone with the camera. Okay, so this is all shiplap in here, which gives it some nice texture, and we put these shelves on the wall and just decorated them with a couple of knickknacks. Some of these things are vintage. The vase is from Maya Champion. She is incredible. We love her. And then on the flip side, we pretty much kept all of this the same. The sink and the mirror is as is from when we bought it. And then we changed out the light fixtures to these two hanging lights that we got from the Long Beach flea market. They're vintage and we just had them kind of refurbished a little bit so we could hang them in the bathroom, and we love them. Okay, and then this opens up into our kitchen. A couple of pieces that we love right here. This little wall is kind of a sweet little spot. Have this, I believe this is a French birthing chair, and I got the inspo for this wall from Juge. I'm sure you guys probably know Julia and Hunter Havens. They're our good friends. They had a really cute wall like this in their Nashville home. I loved the use of that space because it's just a tiny space. So got this little fuzzy birthing chair, which apparently this is like literally used for giving birth, which I think is actually really cool. It's probably gonna weird a lot of people out, but I think it's cool. And then this painting we got from a local thrift store, and what street is this?
It's the Montmartre neighborhood.
In Paris.
If I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah. We may be, but we love the painting. We think it's beautiful. It was a really good find, and it's one of our favorite pieces in our home. Okay, and then this is our kitchen. So we actually picked up this rug from a local consignment store as well. It's really beautiful, like deep hues, greens, golds, kind of brassy tones. And then the rest of our kitchen, there's some open shelving, which was actually really fun to decorate. We kind of like maximalist style as well, so there's a lot of things, but we like that. We feel like it's really cozy and it just makes it feel more like home. So all kinds of little knickknacks here. Not gonna go over where all of those are from, but a lot of them are from Etsy. Just look up like this, what are these called? Pestle and mortar?
Mortar and pestle, yeah.
Something like that. We just looked that up, vintage on Etsy. Little things like that. We picked up a couple of small pieces of art from some local vintage shop, a little candle holder, just fun little things. We also use books to decorate in the kitchen. Not practical at all. This one's upside down. This one's about Playboy. I mean, yeah. This is like a little vintage perfume thing that we got from the flea market, but we put whiskey in it. These are some vintage liqueur glasses from a sweet girl on Instagram. I forget her handle right now. But yeah, just a bunch of fun little eclectic pieces. So our kitchen is not huge, but we think that it's a great size. We do wish that there was a bit more counter space. Maybe an island for entertaining would be great, but it is a really nice size. It's pretty open. We also loved that the fridge and the dishwasher were paneled in the same materials as the cabinets pretty much. We just thought that looks really nice and seamless.
What's in your fridge?
You know, I really don't know. Just like some veggies and stuff. A lot of poppies. There's also a nice full-length mirror right here that also came with the house. We love that. It's a good outfit check spot right before you head out the door. Next up, we have our little dining room, which is just right off the kitchen, which is super cozy. It's really functional. And our table is actually a gift from my mother. It's from CB2, and we thought that a round table would be really nice here to add a different shape. Again, kind of liking maximalist and eclectic. I want a bunch of shapes. I don't want everything to be round. I don't want everything to be angular. So we loved this addition of some roundness. The chairs are one of my favorite vintage finds of all time, and the seat covers, we actually reupholstered them with this zebra print, which was a vision that I was just so happy to have come to life. I had to sell Clayton a little bit on animal print kitchen chairs, but I think he likes them. Our light fixture is also vintage. We had another light fixture here previously that I can put a picture up of, but we are repairing it right now, so it's down. Again, the window coverings in here are the same ones, I think in that Tahoe color. And then this is a vintage piece of artwork that we have actually bought off the street in New York. I think we got it for like 20 bucks, and it's just a cutie. We love it. Probably one of the coolest things about our house is actually this window. So this is a cement countertop right attached to the dining area, and this is a pop-out window to our backyard. And then on the other side of this is two little bar stools. So it's a great kind of entertaining space that's great for maximizing what we have, because our house isn't huge, our backyard isn't huge, but this just kind of opens everything up and it's super fun. Okay, and then we're gonna head into the family room. So we love this space. It's got some nice tall ceilings, which are great, just kind of makes it feel grand and open, even though our house is not that big. Okay, so our sectional couch is from our previous apartment in LA. This is the Ainsley couch from Interior Define, and we love it. We've had it for years. It's a great couch. It fits great in here, and it's just super cozy and neutral. For the pillows, these striped ones are from Target, both of these. This is a vintage one from Etsy. This is an Amber Interiors one. And that's kind of like the basis of where we get our pillows. Target, Amber, and Etsy vintage, I would say. This blanket, I don't know where this is from exactly, but this is a very beautiful blanket that Clayton picked out, and we love it. Over here is a cute little corner. This is kind of a hard space to decorate in our house because it's just like a little bit random and awkward with the dimensions. It's like a corner, but the couch is supposed to go here. So really the only thing that makes sense is kind of a chest or a piece like this. We used to have a bar cart here, which was great as well. This is a vintage piece from a local store, as well as this piece of art. The book is also vintage from a local store. This is our dog, Fiona. She is a little vintage piece from a local store. These lights we've had for years. I think they're from Wayfair. They're just like cute little hanging lights to add some more texture and ambiance. So our rugs, we wanted them to be layered again, so it was kind of maximalist, eclectic, layered and cozy. So both of these are actually from eSale Rugs. They have so many great rugs. They are a great website. I highly recommend them. Top one is a vintage one, so they don't make that one. And the bottom one is a jute rug that has stayed in really good condition. And then our coffee table is actually sourced from our friend Javi. She has a little vintage antique sourcing business. She's incredible with interior design, and these are travertine pillars. Basically, you can push them all together, you can keep them separated like we have here, and then we just put a piece of glass on top. And we love this coffee table. We think it's beautiful. It's not the most like kid friendly or functional. Like when our friends come over with dogs or if they have kids, we're like, oh, this is absolutely not the vibe, but she is really pretty. Okay, and then over here is our fireplace mantle. This piece of wood is actually, Clayton,
I think it's from a Dutch barn.
Yeah, it's like a piece of a barn.
Yeah, this is like how the Dutch used to build stuff apparently.
So it has a lot of character. It's got a nice organic feel to it, and it's really beautiful. For accessorizing the mantle, we have a little basket full of blankets here. We have this vintage set of fire tools because our fireplace is actually real wood burning, which makes for lovely sounds and feels and everything. It's really nice ambiance. And then on the actual mantle part up here, we just have like a vintage painting, a little candle. That is a print, actually, it's not vintage. And then this is from Kelsey Floyd or Freud, I can't remember her last name, but she makes this pottery and it's so stunning. And then our frame TV is one of our best home decor purchases, I would say. So you can change the picture to pretty much anything. And we had this gold frame on it. We actually decided we didn't want it to be quite as shiny and gold, so we DIY spray painted it ourselves in a previous vlog that you guys can check out. And it was actually, you know, it turned out. We were kind of spooked at first and we thought it was giving weird vibes, but we like it now. And then this little corner over here is kind of just like additional vibes and seating. This chair is from Urban Outfitters. We just threw a little rug thing on it. This chest I've had for like 700 years. It's from TJ Maxx. Everyone always loves it. We layered a couple of pictures over here for some added detail. This mirror is from Anthropologie. It's the 7-foot one. It was such an investment, but it is one of our favorite pieces. It looks so good. We had it in our LA apartment as well, and it's just a really nice piece. So we love her, and this is a really tall wall, so this is a great thing to kind of take up a lot of that space. Okay, and then these are our sliding doors out to our backyard. These used to actually just be plain glass, and I am obsessed with like panes and the texture and everything on windows and doors. So we actually just installed these ourselves. Well, Clayton did. And we did that on a vlog a while back as well. So you guys can check that out on our channel if you want to see the DIY process. And then we'll hop into our little backyard. Okay, so this is our little backyard, which is great, just attached to our living room, kind of gives like an indoor-outdoor flow. This is our fountain that we just turned off because it's kind of loud for filming. And then we have these two cute little trees in the planters. I forget the name of them, but when they bloom, they have these really cute white kind of dangling flowers. And then also, we have this barbecue fridge situation over here, which is super nice. This was all like this when we moved in. And then this was all gravel when we moved in, and we made it concrete with some turf in between. We also have this on our channel in previous vlogs. You can check it out there. This table, since our backyard is really narrow and skinny, we got this table from a local store, and it's actually a German beer table from like the beer gardens in Germany, I guess. So it's super narrow and it fits perfectly in here. And also it's been raining a lot here, which is very unusual. So our backyard is very messy and there's just kind of like stuff everywhere, but it's really cute, especially in the summer. We have this little fire pit here. We have a swinging chair, and then those two bar stools over there is where the pop-out window goes and all the vibes happen. Okay, and now we'll head upstairs. this little landing here that we put this vintage bench that we actually got from a garage sale for like $10. We put that here with this little pillow from Urban Outfitters. But anyways, this window actually pops out and there's just like a nice tree there and it's really cute. I actually love to sit here when it's raining. This is the same window covering as in the rest of the house. And then this is our gallery wall. So we had a lot of fun with this. Almost everything from this is vintage and it's very eclectic, it's very vibey, it's super random, and we love the way that it turned out. Clayton and our friend Kale helped hang this one time when they were like staying at our house, and it was a fun little family project. We also changed out the chandelier here. So this was more of an angular, sort of like boxy, modern farmhouse chandelier before, and that just doesn't match our style quite as much. So I think we got this one from Wayfair or one of those like just kind of classic websites for home decor, and it's just a pretty crystal large chandelier. And then we will go into our bedroom, so the primary bedroom, and this is honestly one of the nicest rooms I could have ever imagined for my life. Like, this is such an upgrade from the little apartment bedrooms that we've lived in before. This is just so dreamy. So come on in. It's huge in here. We have the pitch ceilings, which are so pretty, and it just makes it feel really open, really big. And then we finally got to upgrade to a king size bed in this bedroom because it is really big. Before we were always in a queen, which was honestly perfectly fine for us, but we do love the luxury of a king now. And if you guys follow on Instagram or if you've seen before, we are quite passionate about our bed making. So she has tons of layers, lots of pillows, and we just love the vibes that it's created. So most of our bedding for like sheets and comforters is always Brooklinen. And then for layering on top, we love the quilts and the blankets from Amber Interiors. This one is also from house number 23, which is actually Clayton's cousin's wife's company, and we adore her. Her and her twin sister are from Turkey, and they make Turkish towels and linens and things like that, and this little striped one is from there, and it's so beautiful. For the pillows, again, same thing. Amber Interiors, Target, and vintage. For the rugs, this one is from Target, and we've had this for the past probably like 5 years. Love it. It's in really, you know, kind of worked condition, but I love it so much I never want to get rid of it. And then just to layer on top and make it more cozy, more eclectic, I put these little throws over it. And then for our bedroom furniture, we actually thrifted our nightstands and our dresser from the Long Beach flea market years ago, and I think the whole set was like $300 or $200. And when we moved into this house, we painted them black and we changed the hardware to gold hardware, and I am so obsessed with how they turned out. People ask us all the time where we got them, and they're honestly just the best DIY project. Super fun, super affordable, and really easy too because we're not big DIY people. And then for the decor of the nightstands, again, just like more layering and eclecticness. So this lamp was a little investment from Anthropologie, but I thought it just gave such cool and unique vibes. And then we have these pictures from Urban Outfitters. The frames are from Amazon, and then layered over top this picture, I think this is from Society 6 or something like that. Okay, and then this is my nightstand. This is a little vintage lamp. Sometimes people on Instagram are like, why do you not have a cover on your lamp? And I'm like, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I don't think it's that big of a deal. So yeah, she's vintage, layered the pictures again here, and just a little mirrored tray. This girl, her head holding some lotion, you know, those vibes. Okay, and then this is our dresser that matches the nightstand. We also painted this. This pot is from Olive Atelier, or however you say that. Some books, these are from Marshall's or Ross or something like 300 years ago, back when I lived in Reno, I think. And this is another frame TV that we love. This is a different frame, obviously, but I think it's just such a nice piece in any room that you want to have a TV. These sconces that we installed are from Anthropologie. They're kind of just like a vintage, moody feel to them. And then this tray is from a local store. It's just like a vintage piece. We put our perfume on there. I think this is from H&M. And then this is another of the gold boxes from TJ Maxx 300 years ago. Over here, we have this mirror, this arched mirror. This is from Urban Outfitters. I absolutely love this mirror. I think it's a pretty good price as well because mirrors can be super expensive. And then over here is a little window seat, which is actually really nice for just kind of like lounging, hanging out. We decorated it with a few pillows. We put this vintage lamp that we got from a flea market up above it, and then there's also storage underneath it where Clayton keeps some of his clothes, so it's really nice. It's really functional. Okay, and then one other piece. This bench is actually from Target, and it was like a gray color, which gray is my least favorite color for decorating, if I'm honest. So we had it reupholstered to this like boucle, which is kind of dirty right now. We should get it cleaned, or we could just like reupholster it. But I love the way that it turned out. And then this is another little mirror in our room. We picked this up from the Long Beach flea market as well. It's a vintage piece. It's super beautiful. It's a little broken, but it has so much character and I love her. So then the bathroom right off of our bedroom, we have this little barn door situation, which we thought was very cool. That was a good selling point for us. And then coming into the bathroom, this piece that is our vanity, I'm pretty sure was actually like a wine piece that the previous owner, like a wine holding, like a buffet that the previous owner turned more into a vanity. So we love it. We're obsessed with the way it came out. She was super creative, and these are actually glass, and the way that the previous owner had them, they were just glass, and I have like so much stuff, so much makeup, so much hair products, everything. So we were like, this cannot be glass because it's way too chaotic. So we just DIY put this little cane material over top, and I think it turned out so good. I am obsessed with it. And then we have these mirrors that are super pretty with the black contrast, and then these like bronze lights. I love those as well. They match the sinks and just super cute. The bathroom is shiplap, which I love because it adds some extra texture. And then the floors in our bathroom, I'm actually not obsessed with because they're too gray. I told you guys, gray is my least favorite color, but we just threw in a couple of vintage rugs and kind of warmed it up a bit, and I feel like that helped a lot. And then over here we just have this little shelf that was actually here when we moved in. This is a vintage picture.
Shelf wasn't there.
Oh, was it? We put this shelf here. Never mind. The other bathroom, the shelf was there. This is a vintage picture. This is from Urban Outfitters. These are, I forget where these are from, but just like Turkish towels, really pretty, lots of texture. Our shower door is something that we also really loved when we bought this house. I love the panes. I love that it's, you know, got some contrast to it and some texture, and it's not just a plain glass door. And then a fun fact, we didn't know for the first 2 years that we lived here that these opened and you could store stuff in them. And then one day our house cleaner texted us while we were away and spilled the tea. So we love that. And then right off of our bathroom is our closet. So this is an area that you've probably seen on my YouTube channel before if you follow regularly when I do like a closet clean out or something, but this is me and Clayton's closet, and it works perfectly fine for us. Okay, this is our narrow little hallway. We really didn't know how to decorate this. We just recently put this rug in here because we moved it from downstairs. This is actually from Ruggable, and these are amazing because you can literally throw them in the washing machine. So that's really nice. And then here is another full bathroom. This is a lovely little bathroom. This is what our guests use when they stay here. This is the shelf that was here when we moved in, which is a really lovely piece that we kind of wanted to mimic in the other room. Again, the shiplap is really nice texture. This is a really cool like farmhouse style sink that we always said would be really fun to like give your dog a bath in. We don't have a dog currently, but if we did, this is where we would give them baths. This little rug is from Urban Outfitters, and then the towels, I believe, are house number 23 and H&M. And then we're gonna head into the guest bedroom. This is one of Clayton and I's favorite rooms in the entire house. So this bed is from Soft Frame. It's really cute, it's really chic. The bedding is the linen bedding from Brooklinen, those fuzzy pillows we've had for centuries from TJ Maxx. This chair is from Anthropologie. The rug is from Ashley Home, I believe. And then this nightstand over here, this side table, is from our friend Javi, who also sourced the coffee table downstairs, and it's just like such a beautiful iconic piece. And then this is not a painting, right? It's like stitched.
Yeah.
It's like a sewing. kind of. We picked this up from a local consignment store, and we kind of thought it was going to be a temporary piece when we first moved in. We were like, we just need something in a room, and now I feel like we're so obsessed with it. So love that. We also changed out the light fixture in this room. I believe this is from CB2, and then the rim around it is actually an umbrella stand from Home Depot, which is so random, but it's kind of a fun DIY project as well. This mirror is from Restoration Hardware, and a fun fact about this bedroom and my office is all of the walls in here used to be shiplap as well, and we had them taken down and smoothed because as much as I love texture, it was literally too much and you couldn't really do anything else with texture in the room, which is not what I want. Okay, and then last bit of this room is the closet. So there is doors that go in this closet, but we took it off because it's just easier and more accessible. And then we added these built-ins into the closet. Clayton designed these so that I could fit just tons and tons of shoes because I obviously love shoes. And then here is kind of an excess and overflow of clothes that I use for work and styling and whatever's going on kind of fashion-wise in my career instead of having that seep into my personal closet. Okay, and then over here is this little area, just like a random built-in spot, which is really cute for decor. So a ton of the pieces that we have over here came from local vintage stores, consignment stores, whatever, and they're just a bunch of vintage pieces and a bunch of books because books are literally my favorite thing on the planet, so we have a ton of them. And then under here is just where we keep like towels and candles and more books. And then lastly, we'll head into our office. So we don't use this space a ton, but it is kind of like the most functional thing for us since we only needed one guest bedroom, and we love the way it turned out stylistically. So this is a vintage rug. I love animal print, obviously. These chairs, if you guys have followed along for a long time, were also a DIY project that our friend Molly helped us do because I was obsessed with chairs that look similar to this, but they were super expensive, so we just DIY'd them. My desk is from Restoration Hardware, and it is a beautiful, like French-inspired piece. My chair is from Lulu in Georgia. It has more cane, just like texture and everything. I forget where this little Chanel pillow is from, but it's a small business that I think is on my small business highlight on Instagram. And then I wanted to lean into that maximalism and eclecticness. So this wallpaper is like a toile, and it's just these beautiful like creams, greens, kind of navy, black tones that I think were really fun and funky for the office. And I like that this room is kind of feminine, but in like a really fun and funky way. So the light fixture in here as well is just got this great texture. It's fringy. I cannot remember where I got it from, but I love it. This piece is from Anthropologie. We've had this for a couple of years. It's honestly the heaviest thing on the planet, but we store a bunch of like papers and work stuff in here. And then this mirror is the smaller version of the one downstairs. So the Primrose mirror from Anthropologie. And again, just like a really great, beautiful piece that has looked good in so many different homes. And then lastly, we have this little product closet that also has the barn door effect, which is really fun. And this is another spot that Clayton designed built-ins, and this was more focused around like all the beauty products and makeup and everything that I use for work. So this just has like a bunch of drawers. It's got a lot of great shelves. There's a little bit of hanging space for clothes here as well. And it's a great size closet, like a great walk-in closet if this were to be a bedroom. All right, so that's it. Thank you guys for joining our house tour.
That was a great tour, man. You crushed it. Hopefully my camera skills weren't too shaky.
Yes, you did so good. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know that you were trying hard. His arms were like about to fall off. That camera probably weighs 3 pounds.
3 pounds.
4 pounds.
And also hope the audio was nice.
Yeah.
We were trying out some new little mics.
Fancy. The tech guy in our department, he's onto it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.